Hey guys, Doug here again. Today we're going to stay inside because it's a little bit cool and breezy out, and we're going to carve a little pumpkin with a face on it. You've seen me, I've got a video about chainsaw carving pumpkins. I guess I didn't make a video of this, but I've made lots of little ornamental type pumpkins in the past. But today we're going to do one with a face. We're going to use a piece of basswood, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4 square. So really any shape will do. Probably, you know, twice as high as the width really. So you can gauge that however you want. But yeah, we're going to use a piece of basswood, and just to mix it up, let's go with flex cut 1 3/8, I think it is, detail knife. Yeah, 1 3/8, yeah. Alright. Flex cut knife, basswood block, giddy up. Alright, so right off the bat, before we get going here, let's just come down about 3/4, yeah, good 3/4 of an inch, and go all the way around like that. We're gonna leave some room to make the stem on top. Let's take something too while we're at it, in case we lose our focus. And we'll mark center on there too. You know what? Might as well do the bottom too. Just a reference for center if we get too carried away. Alright? We marked our center down about 3/4. And right off the bat, I'm just going to take all these corners and just mark that. Basically we're saying that's the top of the pumpkin. Just taking the little cuts out. Okay. Just so that we know where the line is. Alright. Now we can just take that off all the way around. There's a little some funny grain in that basswood there. And same idea, as far as you can reach in, just marking that spot where the line was. Off the top, I end up with just a little stem in the center. Alright, so I'll just keep working my way around here. This size of block, just a hair, that's a little bit bigger. Another flex cut, a little bit more reach. Okay, that's almost good enough for now. Okay, we got the idea. That's the base of the pumpkin. This is the stem. I'm going to narrow it down. Alright? I do not have my microphone on my camera, so hopefully the camera's done its job and picked up the audio to this point. Shoot. Well, let's remedy that. Okay, we're back. So there's our general shape right now. I think I'm just going to start in just rounding over these corners now. Just the same on each corner. Alright. And then as we work around, we'll just kind of bring that up. Just to give that roundish shape back up. Okay. I'm just roughing it up still, so roughing it up, roughing it out. The same thing on the bottom then. Let's take the bottom corners off. match that. It's nice to have that center point there, and I can just kind of see that this side just needs to come in just a little bit more. Like that. See how that goes? It's not perfectly round, and that's okay. Alright. Kind of the same idea again. On these corners up here to kind of match the bottom. Alright, so that's what we got right now. It's kind of a little, still square in the middle, but the bottom is round, the top is fairly round. Then we're going to work on these corners. Now, I'm going to save, well, let's say up 1.25 inches. Let's just put a cut there. I want to try and save that corner as a future nose, okay? So we're going to do this depth on all these other corners. Same thing, always kind of rounding to the outside as we go. I think I'm going to use this knife. Use this knife. I'll just keep rounding. So we're taking the corner off, and then at the same time extra cut in each, just kind of rounding it. We want this to be a little bit taller than normal. We don't want to have a really round, short, fat face, so we're keeping it up a little bit taller. So we've got this roundish shape here, but as you can see, as a whole, it's still fairly square. So we're just going to take those corners, we're just going to bring them in a little bit more. Like I said, we're not going for a perfectly round shape, but we can do better. Just kind of flare those edges out a little bit more. Maybe that means taking a little bit more off the corner and then bringing them around. Just until that shape is not so square. So we got more of a little better shape there. Okay, let's take that point of the nose there, that corner, and let's put that line right down on the top and the bottom like that, because that's going to be one of our creases to our pumpkin. And the same thing on the back side. Just kind of eyeball it, doesn't really matter. Okay, so we got it split in half. Then we can do the exact opposite. Go down that way. Alright. How many creases in a pumpkin you think? Let's split them again. So we got, okay. So we did our half, quarter, and then again here. We can draw that right down. We got lots of creases. This one here. These three on the nose. 1, 2, 3 on the nose. We're going to leave them until we've got our face done, and they may only just come part way. But we know that these ones are definitely going to follow through. I'm just going to come down, kind of a 45-degree angle. I'm going to come back up, same way. Right. So we got a nice deep cut in there. I'll flare them out just a little bit more. Do the next one accordingly. Make it worthwhile. Okay. I don't know if that camera picks that up, but there you see the shadow. I'm going to do that all the way around. Maybe a little bit more of an angle. A little more pronounced. Don't worry about the top or the bottom because we're going to make them a little bit heavier too. Alright. Then the bottom we'll just kind of cut them like that. We can just kind of flare those. Yeah. Same thing. A little V cut, and then we'll just kind of flare that around. For the nose, so you can see that there. Now I've done the bottom, little cut up. And we're going to do the same thing at the top, but we haven't got the stem yet, so we'll just keep working our way around. But, okay. We'll be cutting the bottom and flare them around. Okay, I'll do a couple more and then I'll bring you back in. Okay, I've got spent some time here just kind of around. We made those nice sharp little V's in there. We'll just go around, just peeling back another layer back. Just kind of we're making sections with these. You see that? You can see it better here. Yeah, it's just little sections like that. But anyway, we got the back all done, roughly. And we gotta get this nose. So let's just go right at the nose. I've been saving it, but we're gonna need to do that to carry on with the project. So just gonna, this guy's gonna have just a ball nose, so we're just gonna keep cutting back like that. Bottom, oh, that's quite a bit. That's too much. Too late. You can see again how we're just kind of rounding those flat sections out. Bringing it around. Let's make some lines outside. We give him a round, bulbous nose. A lot of guys are doing the jack-o'-lantern type carvings where you just kind of carve the face in and put black paint, and then you can just kind of paint the orange around. But I'm not the biggest jack-o'-lantern fan, so we'll give him a happy face. Someone who does this extremely well is a fellow called Larry Green. And we may do his Christmas tree coming up, but he has the same kind of face in a lot of his carvings, and it's really real fun face on him. But he's got some books out, but he's on Instagram under, I think it's just under Woodcarving. So he's a real hero, good carver. Got some books. Alright. I don't know that we're going to get that nose much better the more I play with it. Okay, so we made like a flat plane for the eyes. Let's draw some lines on here. So for Larry's eyes, he would kind of do a, well, come around like that. Alright, and then his eyes would kind of come back like that. And make a center line here, and then he would give them eyelids there. Something like that anyway. Maybe a little bit more of a sweep in here. But let's do this, and then let's make a big, oh, that'll work out perfect. See that line there? Perfect. We'll take the smile lines right down to those creases for the pumpkin. That's great. Okay, let's do that. So we can start there. Let's take this right around like that. This camera is in my way. I'm gonna have to switch positions. Alright. Oh, I like how that worked out. We can cut that right in underneath. Yeah. I like that. And this one here, we'll play with it more later, but that one there can just be like a little chin. Plane frame. There we go. I gotta move this camera. But that's the rough idea for the, whatever you call it, snout, mouth area. Okay, just gonna, little 3-corner cuts in the nose. They give it a little bit more depth underneath there. Flare that edge a little bit like that. On this side. Okay. So the eyes. You see the eyes? Kind of look like a little circle around, split down the middle, eyelids. So we're going to start doing the put one cut in the bottom here, both sides. Alright, we're going to try and follow that circle, a bit of an angle. So, and then the opposite angle. We're just going for some depth here. Do nice and slow. I'm really talking to myself. Slow down, Doug. bottom piece across. Alright. This way. Around that inside edge. There, something like that. Not too shabby. Round it over. Okay, that's what we got. And I'm going to do the same thing right down the middle. Just a nice deep cut. Pop it out. Okay. I'm just going to round that a little bit, that sharp angle. Come down to the nose. Wrong side. Now I'm going to come across, and that's going to be straight. Little chip. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. All right. I shouldn't have brought Larry's name into this. I'm ruining his technique. But this is the eye. So this is the white. This is painted with the pumpkin, but this is the only part that has the whites of the eyes. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna come see my lines here. Now I can just make that cut up here. That's gonna be into his forehead. This one here can come a little bit farther down. I don't think I'm going to match it up. I'm going to let it stop short like that. Yeah. The beauty of this is that you're following along, but it doesn't matter if you follow exactly the same or not, because it's your carving. You can do what you like. I'm just winging it as I go, so. But I like that. That's good. I like how these lines just kind of stop here, because if they went straight through they would join up on the bottom here. So just kind of like creases. We can give them some like a wrinkle under the eye here, both sides. Something like that. Does he need eyebrows? I don't know that he needs eyebrows. We need a mouth. Actually, let's save the mouth. We need a proper stem on this. So you can go straight up, or you can give it a little kick over. See where we're going with that? We're kind of going off to one side. See the base of this here? Just gonna try and bring that down cleanly into the pumpkin all the way around. Roll that up there, make it a crease here. So I'm going to go around this pretty hard. Put lots of pressure straight down on this base because I want to bring that in just a little bit. I want that pumpkin to dip down into the stem. Just a little bit, just to show that we are aware. Like I said, this is not realism, but I kind of like that look. So why not? See that? Just enough to show. It's not much, and then we just kind of bring that down as well, right to the bottom cleanly. Well, I think that looks a lot better. Have a nice stem that the pumpkin kind of dips into. Now we can finish all these little cuts here. Just kind of come back on top. We round all these off. I gotta zoom me back. Go back. Just put little V cuts on the top against the stem. And then we can just round all these up. Let's just draw a big happy mouth. I carve that right in there. Maybe a little bit different. Yeah. Sometimes easier is just as good as getting carried away. Little cuts on the side. Bring it down. Yeah. that bottom lip if we can without, oh you turkey. I'll have to cut it. I'll have to cut. Just making little cuts on the bottom lip. What do we need here? We need a little snot trough. Oh, look at that gouge. Grab a gouge and give him a little trough up in the center here. They don't mark these, but that's another flex cut. That's where we're at. Oh, Mr. Pumpkinhead. I think he's kind of cute. I'm just gonna go all the way around him again. Just clean up any little edges. Bring these eyebrows back into the eye. I will give him the once over, and I'll put water on him just to highlight all the cuts, and we'll move on to painting him. Okay, here is our little pumpkin man. I think he's okay. Yeah. So I think we're going to move on to the painting stage. Alright, so I will clean up my wood chips and get out the paint. We'll finish them off. I'm going to use Spice Pumpkin paint, and I'm actually normally I like to wet it down, but I want to really use this antique medium because perfect spot to get into all these creases. So I'm actually going to use full strength paint on this here pumpkin. Just use a little bit in the lid. And just paint them up. Real quick like. Lots of questions about these paintbrushes too. I don't know what they are. This is number 2, whatever. These red handled paintbrushes. These are just at Michael's. They're nothing nothing special. But they do the job just fine. I think this guy's going to be a cutie. Well, I'm obviously painting orange, so I'll just keep painting and I'll come back with the next color. Impatient Doug always uses a little hair dryer and quick dry the paint. Get on with the next color. I just had a thought while I was blow drying that I think I'm going to take my V tool and give some it's a little 4mm Docworks V tool, but I think I'm going to just put some grooves up this way, something for the antiquing to catch and give that stem appearance of a stem. I'm just painting this stem with a it's called Thicket Green. It's a darker green. before I put the pupils and whatnot in the eyes, I'm going to antique the whole thing so that the when I do the eyeballs, that they stay nice, crisp, and clean. So I'm just going to use this antiquing medium, 819. Okay. Make sure it's in all the grooves. Just start wiping her off. Excuse me. It's like that. See that, how it gets into, see how it gets into all the cracks. Gives that shadow antique look. Love it. Gonna dry him up and get some eyeballs. And he's just about there. Forest moss. That's a nice green color. A pumpkin should have green eyes maybe, eh? And we're gonna keep these. We're gonna make them look to one side here. If I get that in there, right against the, yeah, right against the edge there, and then that does that split on those eyes. So I'll go a little bit bigger here. So we're gonna do the green, and then we're gonna do the black, and then we're gonna put the little dots on there, the little white dots. So we'll go heavy on the green here. See that? How it's gonna be looking one way, and then we'll put the black on the inside, and then the little white dot. So. There. See that? I'm going to try to do a really thin line on the edge of that green. Hopefully I can do it without making a mess. Almost like a Sharpie. Oh, not bad. Yeah. Okay, we've got our little stylus here. Just gonna put, and pop on there. There. There he is. Okay. Okay guys, that's it for our little pumpkin man. There he is. That's a real fun little project. It's simple, great for beginners like you and me. And yeah. So there you go. I had a lot of fun doing that. Hope you like that kind of thing. Lots of guys, this is the season, lots of guys are painting and carving these little pumpkins, so just do a little search on Instagram or Google or whatever, and you get all kinds of ideas. But, you know, the time only comes once a year. Last year I did or maybe 2 years now, I did the chainsaw carving pumpkin. I did the coffee and carving ghost with the Bush Buddy, the Twigger treat, remember that? So, have fun with it, and yeah, I will see you on the next one.